qualified athlete, but has not, unfortunately, have not solved the bureaucratic puzzle of getting a visa.
दोस्तों आप लोग बहुत ज़्यादा कमेंट्स कर रहे थे कि कब आएगी दुबई प्रो शो में मेंस फिजिक की वीडियो आखिरकार कब आएगी। तो लो जी भाइयों, फाइनली वीडियो आ चुकी है। अपने सारे के सारे इंडियन बॉडी बिल्डर्स काफ़ी अच्छी फिजिक लेकर आए हैं और अभी दोस्तों कॉल आउट राउंड्स हो रहे हैं। इसके बाद हम बैक टू बैक इंडिविजुअल पोजिंग भी शेयर करेंगे एंड देन हम फर्स्ट कॉल आउट का अपडेट भी आप लोगों के साथ में शेयर करेंगे। तो आप लोग जल्दी से इस वीडियो को लाइक करते हुए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें विद ऑन नोटिफिकेशन बेल।
Champions that we currently have, he is a true credit, a true entertainer in this bodybuilding sport.
Yeah, I mean, back in the 90s, we had a lot of characters. There were bodybuilders that weren't Mr. Olympia that had big followings because they were characters. We had King Kamali, we had Craig Titus, and we had personalities like Big Paul Dillette and Lee Priest. They weren't just bodybuilders. They were personalities and characters. Aaron seems to wear the hat very well. Not everybody can stand out from a crowd because they've got a world championship style physique. But there's some people that rise to the occasion with the personality to match it. And that kind of sets Aaron aside from the rest, and you look for him. Not only do you look for him at the athletes' weigh-ins, but you look for him backstage at the show when he comes out on the stage, he brightens the room. But that crown is heavy, and people are looking to topple him, humble him. And so he's got a big target on his chest when you stand out with a big personality like that.
Ryan Terry, of course, the reigning men's physique Olympia champion, and just weeks before the Olympia, Aaron Banks defeated by Kyron Holden, and that always brings up this discussion, Sean Ray, the discussion of direction, right? Because in the men's open class, we seemingly always dispel the notion of direction. However, men's physique, and I would go as far as to say classic physique, it seems a little bit more evident. Well, I'd rather classic physique seems to have a more clear direction. I can't figure out the direction here because
Anik bro in the house.
Contrasting physiques of a Kyron Holden, muscular, borderline open class-ish, and there's someone like a tall, statuesque who really stands up because of his height, like Aaron Banks.
Yeah, well, I was there at that show in Daytona, Florida, and Legions. I'm sorry, I saw Kyron win in Daytona, and he came to upset Aaron at the Legions, and so. You just don't know from one show to the next. It's not a lock because you win a show that you're going to win the next. I give my hats off to Aaron for stepping up to compete in that contest because he brought a lot of popularity and notoriety to that show out in Reno, Nevada for Chris Maness, the promoter. I like the idea that he didn't play it safe. Yeah, he took a risk, but now you got to fight your way back up there. He's been on top, and he's also tasted defeat. And, that's what's the beauty of this division is. Just because Ryan Terry is Mr. Olympia physique doesn't mean he's going to gain it again. I know Brandon Hendrickson wants that title. There are a lot of guys out there chasing that title. So there's really no defined look because there's so many good guys with so many different aspects to the men's physique that at any given day, we can have a different champion one weekend after another. I like the idea that they're able to compete more often than bodybuilders and we can see them in different places.
Going through the groups here, this by far the largest of the lineups here at the Dubai Pro. Sadiq Faruqi alongside Sean Ray. So glad you can join us on the Oxygen Gym platform. The Dubai Pro now in his 4th full year. Of course, the headline division, the men's open class in its 1st year.
2 athlete complete.
Here at the Dubai Pro.
I wanna see Rahul. How he looks.
I think the other thing about having the men's open class here in the Dubai Pro is
he can match the size.
The regionality.
Rahul.
In many cases, impossible. We talked about, we'll see him later on in the show, Behrooz Tabani, who is going to be going in his 3rd year as an Olympia qualified athlete, but has not, unfortunately, have not solved the bureaucratic puzzle of getting a visa to the United States. But this kind of a show allows for that kind of a platform. Dubai, one of the most accessible countries on earth in terms of visa accessibility. So it does give that kind of a platform to athletes where they would have difficulties, restrictions.
Amazing back.
A lot of the other
amazing back.
What we're seeing here, you look at this lineup, they're from everywhere. These aren't just people from Iran. I mean, they may have a hard time getting to the USA, but the people are coming out to Dubai. and the more international shows like this offering up
Rahul
very
back.
big prize money,
Amazing.
you're going to wind up with that international Olympia flavor lineup. And when the athletes go back home to where they're from, whether it's England or Australia, New Zealand, America, they're going to tell them about the experience that they went through here in Dubai, one of the fastest growing countries out there next to Las Vegas. There's so many things here to do. The hotels are all in competition with each other. The infrastructure of this